importance on art, it seemed to me.
Yeah.
I mean, we were
all learning crafts and
yes,
doing all sorts
and
of,
on the internet there was a lot of art being put up. I mean,
yes.
fine art is easier, so I suppose the actors and people had more trouble with that. But yes, those that could, and it was there was like the Artist Support Week, that lovely.
Yes. You participated in that, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yeah, and that was good for me. I sold quite a bit, and I was producing a lot. It was quite a challenge. So I'd set myself this challenge of doing like 30 works in 30 days.
Wow.
And
what, watercolors or paint?
They were watercolors.
Watercolors, yeah.
So I thought, in my naivety, I'll just start doing it. I'll do something in the morning, and then I'll get on with my painting. Obviously, so each watercolor was taking me between 5 and 8, 9 hours to do. I don't do things that quickly, but I really loved it. I loved producing that much. And then I was getting a great response from it, and I sold quite a bit, and it felt like that's what people needed. So when you can't be physically touched, you're looking to be touched some other way.
Yes.
So yeah, I thought I think that's the importance of art, is that communication to everybody, humanity. It sort of talks to humanity.
Yes, that's true. What do you feel that you communicate through your art, or do you feel that it's perceived by others, and what are you getting across through it on that touching level?
Well, I'm always I mean, I can't get away from the personal, so I'm always, I paint my son a lot. I paint my partner. I paint myself.
Yeah.
It's always so, but I want to talk about humanity. I'm talking about that human thing that connects us all. Yeah. So, that's what I'm after, really. That's what I mean, it's not just in art. I think about that's what motivates me.
Yes.
In life. Unfortunately, I'm not really motivated by money. Or I'd be a rich person, but I'm motivated by that connection with people.
Yes.
That what unites us all.
Yeah. Even in the audience today, you've got someone you painted without having met him.
Yes.
Well,
yes,
right?
Kelvin. Well, that was another fantastic idea that in lockdown, which was the NHS portraits, and Kelvin messaged me. And we had like some FaceTimes, didn't we? You sent me some fantastic pictures, and I did a portrait.
Yeah.
And I was so pleased to get Kelvin, because I felt we instantly connected. There was like a real warmth. It was perfect. It was perfect.
And I think in all of your paintings, there's this kind of detail work that goes in.
Yes.
It's very detailed. Almost a picture, and then you go close and you realize, no, there's so much texture, and you can see the paint, and there's so much in it, but there's a lot of love and detail that goes into it. But how do you achieve this kind of fluidity between making it feel like there's movement and at the same time it's still?
Well, I just paint. I just do the painting, and I never want it to look like a photograph, really. I mean, I know it does from afar, but I never want to deny the materials.
Yes.
I love the paint. I love the texture of paint. I love marks. I just hope it will.
Yeah.
I think your marks are very personal. There's nothing you can do about them.
Yes.
Your marks are your marks. So through art school, when I was growing up, it was all about abstract art and conceptual art, of which I'm not motivated by. It doesn't move me. I love lots of abstract art. It's not one of my favorite painters is Rothko, because I think he has that wonderful humanity. But it's not what I do. So I tried to do that because I was at art school. Didn't really feel it, so I just kept on working from the model. I would do lots of life paintings and whatever, and it's changed, and over time I can't remember the question.
In terms of your marks changing.
Well, so it was all very different, but I felt like more recently in the last 10 years, don't know if that's recent, that I really don't care about anything from what I want to do.
Yeah.
I've become much more sort of, so I like to sit, I like to focus. I love, when I'm in my studio and painting, what I like most of all is the ability to just dream.
So you dream while you're...
Well, sort of. I'm in
To
a kind
capture,
of,
yeah.
I go into sort of, I'm very focused after I've wasted a lot of time. And then I become, which I think is part of it.
I think it's part of the process
Yeah.
as an artist, is you have to wander a little bit, like
That's right.
be in that space.
That's
of
right.
Searching and floating
Exactly.
before you actually
Exactly.
come to
Land
the physical
somewhere.
space.
And then you start working and then the focus is there. But that dream thing that you went through all that wasting time to get to is still there. It's still working. It's still bringing ideas. So while you're actually painting, there's something else talking that just, it's like a side, it's something you can't help, like the marks.
Yeah.
That just
like if you're channeling something at times.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, I think like you sitting there bring your energy with you.
Yeah.
And your particularness. And I like being immersed in my particular me.
Yeah. You create your zone.
Yes, so I just have the space today. If you're in that place, being asked questions all the time, then you lose that door and saying, do you want, or disturbing you.
You lose love.
Yes, you lose that space.
Yeah.
But if you're just in it, that's what I really love. I like just
Do you listen
floating
to music or do you have silence?
I don't listen to music. Sometimes it depends. Sometimes I have silence, but often to get me there, I have an audiobook.
An audiobook?
Yeah.
Oh, great. A story?
Yeah, something, not necessarily a story. Could be someone I'm interested as but it helps to cut out that distracting thing, of I must pay the bill or whatever, so I just allow myself to be there totally and let this other part of me dominate.
So tell us, what are you doing at the moment? Where are you at with is there something special that you're focusing on, or are you moving into a new studio?
I've moved so many times. So many studio space is a real issue for artists. Generally artists can't afford much and space is difficult. So, I mean, I know there's been a few articles about how artists are being pushed out of London, which is true. But anyway, I've now found a studio which I love. It feels really good to be there. Collage Arts, it's called, in Wood Green and miles away. But anyway, it's great. And I've got a commission and I'm working on this commission. It's huge. It's like 7 foot tall by 6 foot.
So what's the thing?
Are you allowed to say? Yes, of course. Yeah, of course. So it's similar to a painting I did before. So I did a painting of a woman swimming, floating in beautiful green water. So she was central and the rest was the water and the ripples and the reflection. This is 2 people.
2 people. Oh, lovely.
Floating. Actually, it was Hampstead Ponds.
Oh, gorgeous.
From Hampstead Ponds. So, yeah, it's nice. Well, I hope it will be nice.
How long does it take you to make it something that size? How much time do you...
I really don't know. It's something that can change. So I've spent about a month not doing it before I could make a mark on it.
Thinking about how...
Well, it's a bit dominant. My studio's not that big and it's quite a huge canvas and it's sort of dominating my idea. So I have to lose any fear of it. And I was busy doing, making frames and getting things, So
do you make your own frames?
No, I often buy old frames and then get my paintings to fit. Yeah, I like old frames. Anyway, so I was doing a lot of that. And then now I've been painting it and it's good. It's coming. But you have to get over the, dauntingness of this huge canvas looming blankly in my studio waiting for me.
Well, that reminds me of what you said when you give yourself your own advice. Yes. What would that be that you'd give yourself right now?
Just get on
Just
with
get
it.
on it. Go for it.
I am now, actually. I've been working on it and I'm now in the flow. And it's coming. It's coming. It's hard to, when it's that size, to actually compose it properly and understand.
Dimensions.
Yeah, but it's coming. It's underway. Hopefully, it'll just be a few months.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
I really can't wait.
Yeah.
And thank you for being with us today.
Oh, well, you know,
You've been an inspiring artist.
well, honestly, I've really enjoyed everything I've done with you and for this exhibition. I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity. I just love any opportunity I have to show my work, to talk about my work.
Yeah.
It feels really good for me, and I really enjoy it. So thank you.
Thank you. Your work is amazing. It's beautiful. It's
Thank
exhibiting here, and people have been really marveling at it.
Okay.
And thank you for jumping in the deep end with us. You know, when it was just coming out, you know, in the middle of lockdown, and doing these films with us.
I loved it.
We had to shoot yours, you know, a couple of times.
We had to do it a few
to the wind blowing on that special day. So we got to know each other really well, and it's been a really wonderful journey with you. And
Yeah.
we'll continue. We're going to be watching what you do next. So
Oh, dear.
can't wait.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
very much.